So this is just a brief overview of some of the power data within LIM. Most of this particular data on this slide is U.S. or North American based. I could create a whole other slide that has all the European data. It's just as plentiful as this. A whole bunch of ISO coverage from a lot of the different markets, just general market data, weather forecasting data, and historical weather data from, again, a myriad of different sources, outage data, economic data, hydro levels. So, you can bring in your generation. You can look at, the amount of sunshine, the amount of cloud cover, the amount of wind. There's all sorts of different stuff that's in the database that you can kind of dig through and rip out to further enhance this starting point analysis that I've created here. So with that, we're going to jump to Q&A, and I just want to remind everyone that you are on mute, so if you do have a question, please type it into the Q&A portion of the WebEx screen.
Thank you, Mike, for this thorough presentation. We'll go through the questions that came in. The first question was the SPX close as of month end or as of February 10th?
The SPX close was it was the same time that the February NYMEX contract settled. I took both of them at the same snapshot. So it would have been January 28th-ish.
Okay, thank you. Is it possible to normalize the price against temperature?
Yeah, so in this, again, you could just do that within Excel. I have the data in there. You just create your own index between temperature and ISO prices and rerun the analysis on that.
The next question, are you suggesting that power prices are moving more on macro indicators than fuel costs? What correlation did coal have?
So I'm going to kind of break this one into two questions. The first one being, am I suggesting that macro is driving the particular OTC or the power prices? And secondly, what did coal have to do with it? So to answer the first question, I want to answer tentatively because I want to say based on the analysis that I've done, based on the data that I looked at, there seems to be a strong correlation between the two, but I'm not saying that one is 100% causing the other because as we all know, there's many different things that can affect the grid and play into that market. And secondly, with the coal, I just chose what I consider the peaker fuel to be natural gas, setting the LMP prices, so I didn't look at coal, but by all means, you could take coal in there as well and do some sort of weighting that way.
Thank you. The next question, instead of using OTC contracts, could you use a spark spread or a different type of spread to run the same analysis?
Yeah, so you could, again, you can really grab any kind of data that you want to run your analysis against. I just chose the OTC contracts, but if you wanted to create your own spark spread for a little bit more granular regions throughout, like Zone J in New York or one particular node or an interface, you could definitely do that by all means and just replace my OTC with the particular spread that you've created.
And the last question that we'll answer now. If I am trading the ICE Bell-Day contract, can I see how the 5-minute LMPs will affect the price throughout the day?
Yeah, so on the particular server that I'm going to hit and the one that you're all going to get access to does have the 5-minute data for a couple different markets in there, the PJM and MISO markets. So you're getting 5-minute data. So if you wanted, it kind of goes back to the Bell-Day analysis I was talking about before. If you wanted to do it on 5-day, by all means, you just got to replace the data that I have in there with 5-minute stuff.
Thank you, Mike, for answering all the questions. If you have any questions, please send them our way, and we will address the answers on our website. As promised, all participants on this call will receive a free trial for the LIM add-in. After the webinar, you will just get an email with the login information for the add-in. The email will also contain a link to our user guide and help documents that provide you instructions on how to download the tool. This is very easy as it seamlessly integrates into your Excel environment. Also, please note that we will not be able to distribute our model and spreadsheets this time around because we used non-publicly available data And we also introduced a new functionality that it's in beta testing right now, a new functionality from LIM. Also, if you're interested in any additional training for you or any of your other team members, we'll be happy to coordinate that after the webinar. For those of you interested in our templates or other tools, you can find all our information on www.lim.com. I would also like to point out the schedule of upcoming webinars. We are very interested in hearing your feedback, so please let us know if any other topics are of interest to you, or if there are any other ways in which we can improve our webinars. Our goal at LIM will continue to be to provide the marketplace with actionable information, and any input we receive from you will help us better tailor our webinar to your needs. With this, we'd like to thank you for your participation and conclude the webinar. We look forward to you joining us in upcoming events.